A rock climbing accident left me with a concussion, black eye, broken nose, and sprained wrist. How much damage can you do? Brought to you by the Reddit mole. That's quite the sacrifice, just to make anyone look at you twice. I thought goats were supposed to be good at climbing rocks. Let me guess, the rock got soft when you tried to climb on it. So where's the after pic? I would make a domestic violence joke, but we all know the thought of you with a man is laughable. Apparently the backstage passes at the Chris Brown concert included a meet and beat. At least you'll be interesting for a day. People are so insensitive here. Are the rocks you hit your face on okay? That's a pretty extreme way to describe a slap fight in math club. Are you really asking us to add insult to injury? Won't be talking back to those rocks again, will you? 3.2 million karma and accepted to Harvard, but never kissed a girl. Roast me? You look like the guy who does his mate's math homework while he makes out with your crush. A haircut by someone other than your mom may help with that virginity issue. Your dork knob is going to wear fewer socks than Oscar Pistorius. I can see the future. May 16th, 2023. 7.4 million karma and graduated from Harvard, but never kissed a girl. Roast me. I appreciate that your chin has a dick rest built in. Makes teabagging much more efficient. Never kissed a girl. Try telling her about your karma points and admission certificate next time. Millionaire by 25. Suicide by 27. Harry Potter and the Virgin's Curse. Too bad karma is worthless and can't pay that $80k a year. Replace Harvard with Hogwarts and I'll believe you. I roasted this baby picture my mom printed on Christmas thinking it was my uncle. Turns out, it's me. Turn the grill up please. Who the fuck gets born with a receding hairline? Sideshow Bob's illegitimate child. Your baby picture says 80-year-old Asian grandpa, but your current look says lady bodybuilder. Smart move growing out your hair to cover up that 5 head. Holy fuck, someone left carrot top in the sun too long. I don't know if you are 17 or 47. That baby is 80 years old and 8 months old at the same time. 46 years old, works at a bank, no savings, don't own a home, no retirement, but I drive a Bentley and smoke bong hits on the toilet. Give me your best shot. You seem awful cocky for a chauffeur. Retirement is for people planning to live that long. You look like a concept character for Trailer Park Boys that didn't make the cut. You are the same as your most valuable asset, depreciating quickly. You have more in your belly than you do in your bank account. You look like a loan shark that got too old and now sells phones at Best Buy. Try switching to cocaine. That way you don't look 33 weeks pregnant. Who lets you drive their Bentley? Ruin me. Your face says daddy didn't love me enough, but your nipple rings and knuckle tattoos say daddy loved me a little too much. Your Reddit history is nothing but pictures of plants and dogs. 2 things guaranteed to never leave you. And if the dog figures out how the dork knob works, that good boy's gone. $10 says you have a UTI right now. This is how attractive Paris Hilton would be if she was broke. You look like you don't get paid for the porn you make. Nipple rings, knuckle tattoos, blackmail Polish, and what appears to be a suspiciously large bottle of Lubriderm on the counter behind you. If I shared a picture of the national flags of Kyrgyzstan, Tonga, Albania, China, Morocco, Singapore, Switzerland and the Isle of Man, there would still be fewer red flags in that image than in this one. You look like you are in between filming scenes of Getting Ruined. Looks like the sun is doing a better job ruining you than any of us could. 24 at 340 pounds. Today I begin to be healthy. Give me some motivation. You look like if Ali Yankovic actually listened to his own lyrics and eat it. Wait. If you're here, then who is playing bass in your town's shitty metal band? How did you get a picture of Deadpool printed on a tent? Jesus man, I bet you wouldn't suck a titty unless it was dipped in butter first. The only Deadpool I can see is your gene pool. Fingers so fat you wrote 24 instead of 44. If Tenacious D was merged into one person, you look like Junior Gorg from Fraggle Rock. I moved to Malta to be with my boyfriend. We bought a house together. We broke up. We still live together, and he's currently downstairs entertaining female guests. I'm sorry about all of this. Not your situation, but this picture I'm looking at looks like that bottom tooth is trying to leave you for your boyfriend too. Captain. That's Rahab, not your home. Damn, Sid really took a turn for the worse. You will remember that Mullerat from Kim Possible. But at least you still have the ring. Garlum. Sid the Sloth got a boat license. You're still living there? Damn it. It's time for you to phone home. I just turned 18, but I don't look like it. My friends call me single parent. I can't tell if you're growing up or transforming back into a kid. Your face says I'm going to tell mom. You look like the nerd from Polar Express, only more annoying. You look like you just accidentally swallowed your lips. You look like you still have a crush on your mom. Stuart Little look-alike. Did we meet at the Anonymous Virgin meetup? You look 14 and 38 simultaneously. How is this possible? 19. Ginger. Slept in the same bed a girl for 4 nights, but still a virgin. This dude's breakfast consists of a spruce tree and a side of acorns. Bro, if your eyes were any closer together you'd be a fucking cyclops. You're the human version of a naked mole rat. You look like your mother conceived you by scraping semen off of that couch behind you. Ginger. In. Breadman. Is this the result of 19 generations of inbreeding? This man is so ugly that he's managed to direct everyone's attention away from the fact that he's got his underwear on over his pants. 4 nights and still a virgin? No one told you that a dead body can't make the first move, did they? I didn't think one person's head could be so cylindrical. You look like you use sunblock as salad dressing. Your parents gave a toilet its own room, but left you outside with a porn couch. With that big of a roast, you still came out a ginger. 22-year-old college student. Just found out my girlfriend was fucking another guy and I've already had a 5th of vodka today. Try your best. You really fell off after workaholics. You look like Aaron Paul fucked Logan Paul on top of RuPaul. This is the result you get when you randomly assemble your Lego characters. Guess she wasn't into salad fingers. If you went down on your girlfriend as hard as you did on the vodka you'd still have her. The other guy probably had AirPods. Your picture just gave me vaginal dryness. You look like the default mannequins from the 50s that never made it to the clothing stores. 20 and I draw anime fan art for a living. I'm begging y'all to end my life. For a living. Your parents have a really nice bathroom. I've never seen someone use a dog collar to cover up an Adam's apple before. You have a bright future in Bucake videos. I don't see why people are roasting. We should be supportive of rescue greyhounds, especially those that can poorly draw anime. I am expecting her head to peel back and reveal the praying mantis waiting to eat the heads of men. Shame that choker wasn't fastened a few notches tighter. You look like an underinflated overused sex doll. You already trying with that belt? Well, there goes my Asian fetish. Desert Storm veteran tougher skin than all of you millennial snowflakes do your worst. More like Desert Storm. You look like a shitty John Goodman. You look like somebody rolled a spoon of mayonnaise in pubic hair. I see you ate your way out of your PTSD. Tougher skin? The band-aid on your finger disagrees. I assume your PTSD stems from having to go a full deployment without cinnamon. Kinda looks like that uncle that your mom makes you stay away from, but never tells you why. Then your father lets him babysit, and you get it. Is it too late to swap this veteran with a folded flag? Half-asses an invasion. Gets to come home without living through an insurgency. Calls the millennials cleaning up his mess snowflakes. I'm sure a millennial finishes the job with your wife too, and she thanks him for his service. I'm a 33 years old teacher, and I hate my job. Do your worst, Reddit. I've seen aged strippers with more light in their eyes. She had a bet that she wouldn't leave the school until she gets a prom date. Well, decades later, here we are. No ring on the finger, hate the job you trained years to get, and you're getting into your mid-30s. Doesn't take a psychic to see boxed wine and cats in your future. She had a bet that she wouldn't leave the school until she gets a prom date. Well, decades later, here we are. 4 plus 53 years old, you look good. Playing a teacher in a porno doesn't make you an actual teacher. Which am I supposed to look at if I meet you in real life and wanna roast you? You look like you were passed around in your 20s and now have settled into the OkCupid stage of your life, where you collect cats and toil away at the most mediocre career you could dream up. Penelope Snooze. Roast me harder than my Turkish family already does on the daily for being unwed at the ancient age of almost 30. No, because even if we completely annihilated you with this roast, your Turkish family would spend the next 90 years refusing to acknowledge this genocide. I can tell you right now that you're gonna need to settle. You're obviously not worth the 2 chickens and the 1 goat. If your face was any oilier, the US Armed Forces would try to bring democracy to it. The casting couch is going to be the place to build your Ottoman Empire. They're not upset that you're unwed. They're upset that everyone is getting a turn. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll make you someone's mail order bride any day now. You're in my league. Message me. I feel like I have cheated on my diet looking at that oily face. Nap, girl. There is nothing to roast you for. We should congratulate you for being so considerate to humankind and ending your genetic line. You're doing the future a favor with a face like this. Felt cute. Might delete later. I thought Twitch thoughts were supposed to have big tits. You look like you vape, but also need an inhaler. You look like Ed Sheeran fucked Kermit. You look like you used to say the N-word for shock value. You look like what I imagine the girl from the ASMR videos dad would look like. The only thing more inflated than your stomach is your Twitch sub count. You look like if Louis CK jerked off in a corner and poured water on it for a few years. You look like a fat TJ Miller minus the personality, charm, charisma, and bank account. You look like the poster boy for Amber Alerts. The only way you'll ever get into a woman's bedroom is if you green screen yourself in there. You look like something I'd draw with my left hand. You look like you get a sunburn from a camera flash. The really sad thing about you is the fact that you have so much potential to be really good looking. You just lack the ability to care about yourself. I just got dumped, gained weight and have a fuckton to study for uni. Obliterate me. It looks like another face is trying to break out of your chin. When a practice girl finally realizes she's a practice girl, why torture yourself with that necklace of a swan? You know deep inside you will always be an ugly duckling. I'm confused how you can afford an Apple Watch but not Clearasil. How many selfie attempts did it take to hide that mountain of a nose? Over under set at 9. At least you're still in college. Plenty of alcohol and people willing to experiment doing fucked up things. You look like you give sad blowjobs. Alright, but I'm going to have to drink until you're hot first. Lucky for you, I'm no stranger to alcohol poisoning. Well then, how much for the fitness station in the background? You may have gained 20 pounds, but your ex lost 150 pounds of dead weight. 22 female. I'm a cashier who gets creeped on a lot, and I don't see why. You thinking about getting those fixed? Or no? I've seen sharks with fewer rows of teeth. You still have your baby teeth, adult teeth and someone else's baby teeth. Daddy named her Methany. Boys, I'ma sit this one out. Your teeth look like a piano after being dropped from 10 stories up. Someone please buy this girl a bottle opener so she doesn't have to open them with her teeth anymore. The tooth fairy could put you through college. You look like you could eat an apple through a chain link fence. Why pay a doctor for an expensive circumcision when you can just get oral from this girl? Oh sweetie, they aren't hitting on you. They're looking to find a meth hookup. College girl and high school senior that decided to do long distance after a month of dating. 1 month in, destroy us like plane tickets destroyed me. One is getting destroyed in her dorm and the other is still trying to figure out what is second base. Her freshman 15 is the number of dudes that railed her at a house party 10 minutes after sending you a love you, good night text. You know it's a strong relationship when your first instinct after meeting is to get roasted instead of having sex. It looks like an open relationship, but only she knows that. From the looks of it, this decision to try a long distance thing was more out of a lack of options on both your parts. Couldn't count the times I've banged a college girl, only to hear her say I hope my high school boyfriend doesn't find out. She looks like the kind of girl that puts no hookups on her Tinder profile, but immediately tries to fuck anyone she considers hot enough into falling in love with her. As for you man, you're the safety at best. This thread is ripping you a new one. Trains are cheaper. Just ask her how much she made from the one she pulled last night. You're holding her tampons and living in a different city. You've been stealth friend-zoned, my dude. Whose house are you two hobos squatting in? 25. Dyed my hair for my quarter life crisis. Going to school to become an SLP, but ironically I have a lisp. Your post says roast me, but that look on your face says please validate my existence daddy. The waifu no one wanted. I feel like everything you ever type out autocorrects to you woo. Did somebody make a wish while jerking off to a hentai video? What triggered your quarter life crisis? Senpai didn't notice you? 25. Dyed my hair for my quarter life crisis. Going to school to become an ETHLP, but ironically I have a lisp. Roast request or daddy advert? Looking at the bag under your eyes I assume it took you 5 days to write that. I'm 18 and I've never even held hands with someone. Also I'm a gamer girl, fuck my shit up. The only person fucking your shit up is your dad. So you're the female version of an incel is what you are saying? You don't even look like Harry Potter's blank blank. You look like Moaning Myrtle, an actual Harry Potter character. Like you just rose up out of a toilet in the shitty bathroom you took this picture in. If you're looking for a nice boyfriend, I have a son about your age. Keep the fuck away from him. I think your nipples are about to pop out of the bottom of your skirt. Real life Meg from Family Guy, little bit uglier though. So if you're such a virgin, where'd the face up is come from? I bet you think you have guy friends BC you're a gamer girl who likes memes, but in reality they just think you'll put out eventually or send them nudes when you're desperate for validation. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and leave your comments.